Hello there.
Is MechaGodzilla or some kind of new mech actually going to appear again in the Monsterverse? We're going to discuss it in this video because the Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire book actually has some interesting insights into the situation with the remains of MechaGodzilla and where the remains have been relocated to. We're going to discuss it in this video. If you guys enjoy my Monsterverse content, consider subscribing, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
Okay guys, so basically something that we know from the Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire book is that the governments of the world are potentially thinking of invading the Hollow Earth due to the rise of the Titans and the destruction and things that they have been causing. There are some new details that we actually have regarding the remains of MechaGodzilla and where they have been transferred to that actually gives some hints maybe to Godzilla x Kong 3 or maybe to another Monsterverse project. So we know that the remains of the MechaGodzilla body were relocated to a Monarch facility where they were actually turned into the Beast Glove. Now, what I think could happen here in the next Godzilla x Kong movie is that the world governments could demand that Monarch actually hand over these MechaGodzilla parts so that they can utilize them themselves and make one of their own mechs and maybe make a MechaGodzilla version 2. Or perhaps Monarch could be commissioned by the government and be contracted by the government and actually become evil, working with the government and utilizing all of the various technology that they have to turn against the various Titans and to contract them over to the government, turn them into weapons, create some kind of new mech, whether it's a Mecha King Ghidorah, MechaGodzilla version 2, or even a Mechanicon. I think that there's a lot of directions that they could take a potential plot utilizing the remains of MechaGodzilla. Now, knowing that they turned part of the remains of MechaGodzilla into the Beast Glove tells us that they are utilizing these remains for some sort of weaponry, whether it's enhancements towards Kong or potential weaponry to stave off Titans. You have to think that Monarch would have some kind of failsafe against the Titans if they start to turn completely evil. And maybe that's even somebody like Jet Jaguar, which is almost like an Ultron situation where he becomes a sentient android who becomes self-conscious and self-aware, one of the most powerful androids ever created. You could see how this could potentially all tie into Monarch, or even if they go the route of bringing in the Jaegers from Pacific Rim. All of these things would tie very heavily into the Monsterverse and what we have already seen with MechaGodzilla appearing and the various powers that we have seen with MechaGodzilla. So whether these remains end up getting turned into further enhancements for the Titans, weaponry to fight against the Titans, or even end up getting contracted out to the government to create some kind of mechanical Godzilla version 2, or some kind of Mecha Kong, Mecha Ghidorah, Jet Jaguar. There's so many options for what they could do. I think that there's definitely something to it, and I think that we could potentially definitely see a Hollow Earth invasion in the next Monsterverse movie from the world governments, whether it's the UN, all of the world governments, whether it's America. I have to wait and see. But for this video, guys, that's all I got. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Let's discuss it as always. And until the next video, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.